welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anne and this is All the Budgeting. On this channel, I do paycheck cash stuffings, side hustle cash stuffings, cash condensings, and then I always close out my budget every month, which includes a net worth calculation. So if that is interesting to you, I do hope that you consider subscribing, liking, commenting, all of those things. Okay, so today we are closing out my October budget. And so I always like to start with my closeout sheets. And so these are in my budget planner, my both the digital planner that I have in my Etsy shop, as well as I do have Paperback Options on Amazon. So I like to start with looking at what I started the month with in each of my envelopes and what I'm ending and what that difference is. So I am expecting to see some kind of big differences because I did have that wedding envelope for my nephew's wedding, and that wedding has passed. So I used the money in that envelope. So that will all come out, but you know, I've added to some other ones. So we'll see what it ends up being at the end of the day. So, all right. So starting in my priority one binder, emergency started with 1,000, and we are ending with 5, 6, 7, 750, 8, 20, 40, 60, 80, 9. So I did need to dip into my emergency, which, you know, that happens, right? So that obviously went down 100. Health started with 400. I know that I dipped into this one. So it ended with 150. Oops. So that went down 250. Extra week started with 400, and I did have an extra week in October, so ending with 200. So that went down 200. Extra debt, I actually have in another envelope, so I'll come back to that. Home maintenance started with 140, ending with 150.75. So that went up 35. Home improvement started with 645, ending with 5,650.75. So that went up 30. Car maintenance started with 100, ending with 120.35. Pet care started with 40, ending with 50.75. So up 35. And electronics started with 175, ending with 1,210. So I think that is 35, but just to be safe, yes, that one up 35. Okay. So then moving on to priority 2. So these first few envelopes I don't include because these are kind of, you know, rotating spending. I don't know why I always do these videos right as my cat's food is about to, you know, come out. So sorry about that. Okay, subscriptions started with 1355, and we're ending with, let's see, 650 plus 190 plus 165 plus 140 plus 85 plus 180 plus 15. So we're ending with 1425. And so that was an increase of 70. Okay, so I have extra debt in here twice because this is where my extra debt envelope actually is. So extra debt came back once I got through that wedding and I fully funded Christmas and holiday dinner. So extra debt started with 0 because it wasn't actually in my binder, and it's ending with 150.75. So that obviously was an increase of 175. Vacation started with 240, ending with 1,250.70. So that went up 30. And then Christmas started with 605 and ended with 1,000, so it is fully funded. And so that was an increase of 395. Holiday dinner started with 1,000, ended with 1,000, so no change there. Gifts started with 90 and we're ending with 50, 100, 120. So that was an increase of 30. Okay. On to priority 3. So wedding started with 1,400 and it is no longer an envelope, so that obviously went down 1,400. Entertainment started with 25, ended with 40, so that went up 15. Clothes started with 180, ending with 150, 70, 95. Right, 50, 70, 95, yep. So that went up 15. Beauty went up, started with 20, ending with 35. So that went up 15. Miscellaneous started with 25, ended with 40. So that went up 15. And then planner stuff started with 100, ended with 100. So no change there. And then finally, my business binder. So taxes started with $1,354, ending with $1,500, $600, $605. So $1,605 minus $1,354. So that went up $251. And then subscriptions, don't know if we had any change this month. So started with $1,370. We're ending with 40 plus 70 plus 200 plus 80 plus 150 plus 90 plus 120 plus 300 plus 240 plus 80. Yeah, no change there. Solo ads started with, oh goodness, started with 370, ending with 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 85. So that just went up 15. paid ads started with 270, ending with 1, 2, 50, 70, 85. So that one at 15. And then tools and services started with 70, ending with 50, 70, 90. So that one up 20. Okay. So we started the month with a total of $11,374 in my envelopes. So I'm going to speed this part up. I'm going to total the ending balances and see where we're what we're at for the month. So I will be right back. Okay, so as I kind of suspected, we are ending the month down from where we started. So we're ending with a total of $10,655. And so that was a decrease then of $719. Okay, so I'm going to now circle this amount and bring it over to my net worth page. So I do this every month as well. So last month, my net worth was $227,261. And so I have kind of pre-input some of these values. So we just saw my envelopes are a total of $10,655. My estimated house value based on Zillow.com is $248,800. My estimated trade-in value of my car based on Kelley Blue Book is $19,582. I currently have $109,819 in my 401k, and I have $395 in a general savings account. So let's total up the assets. So 10,655 plus 248,800 plus 19,582 plus 109,819 plus 395. Okay, so my total assets are $389,251. And so now let's take a look at the liabilities. So the amount that I currently owe on my Chapter 13 bankruptcy is $29,355. I currently owe on my mortgage $116,650. I owe $12,305 on a 401k loan. I owe my mother $1,700 on a loan that she made me for a new water softener for my home. And then I owe $2,973 to my medical network because of various procedures and tests and things like that. But this is all interest-free, so I'm very grateful that they offer that type of repayment. So let's total up my liabilities. So 29,355 plus 116,650 plus 12,305 plus 1,700 plus 2,973. Okay, so my total liabilities come to $162,983. So to get my new net worth, I'm going to subtract my liabilities from my assets. So 389,251 minus 162,983. Okay, so my net worth did go down a little bit. That's okay, it's gonna happen. So my new net worth is $226,268. So to get the amount changed, I'm going to subtract last month's net worth from this month. So 226,268 minus 227,261. So that went down just shy of $1,000. And to get the percentage change, then I'm going to divide the amount change by last month's. So negative 993 divided by 227261. So that wasn't even a 1% change. So yeah, so, I always hate to see the numbers go down, but that's what happens, right? When you save for a specific purchase or event or something like that and it is larger, of course, then when you, take it away, it's going to impact your overall numbers. And, while you are saving it, that is still an asset for you, right? Because you have that money. So should you need to repurpose it for whatever reason, you have that to do with. Hopefully it's earning you some interest and all of those things. So it is still considered an asset, even if you do have plans for it that it is going to be used for. So, but yeah, this is what happens then when you do have kind of those large purchases that do come out then of your envelopes, right? So I'm going to see this again this month in November for the holiday dinner, right? Because I'm hosting Thanksgiving, so that $1,000 is going to go away, and then again next month for Christmas, that $1,000 is going to go away. So it happens, but I cannot stress enough how grateful I am to have found this budgeting method. It has absolutely changed my life, because before this, it was about, figuring out how am I going to pay for this stuff, right? Figuring out, do I have room on this credit card, on that credit card? That's how I got into, needing to file for bankruptcy. And so while I certainly don't recommend filing for bankruptcy for people, it absolutely was life-changing for me in a good way, and was what I needed to kind of completely change my financial life. So all right, so there we have it. We're ending October just a little bit down, but that's okay, because I enjoyed my nephew's wedding immensely. There was a ton of relief that I had the money that I needed for it already. There was no anxiety around, how am I going to pay for this and how am I going to pay for that? I had it saved. And I think that led to then the overall enjoyment for me. There was just absolutely no anxiety about it. So, all right, so there you have it. And so next up, I will have my first paycheck stuffing for November. All right, thanks everyone. Hope you're having a great week.